David. Alright, so today we're actually going to look at 3 replays that you provided to me. The first one is against the Kid Blanca here, playing Bison. It says that you have trouble reacting to Bison's dashes in this match. You got dash thrown a bunch, which is actually kind of the struggle against Bison, especially online Bison. He doesn't have a particularly fast dash, but it makes him invincible, so it's kind of weird reacting to it because it's not a standard dash. So you kind of have to like look to see what ranges he's dashing from regularly. So like probably, so like the distance that you stopped him there, that's going to be a normal sweep range for a lot of Bisons. They're either going to do sweep or head stomp. They'll dash in a lot. They don't like to walk. Walking is the slowest and safest way to get in, but you know, this is Street Fighter V, and a lot of people don't want to play like slowly. They kind of just want to like get in as fast as possible. So, you know, being inside the other person's face is typically the best way to get damage, and they're not really necessarily thinking about like the risk to reward, or rather the risk rather than the reward. They're only thinking about the reward. Nice anti-air. Oh no. Alright, so you're going to have to respect the next thing he does. On the whiff there, so I know that you were expecting to have to block the next move. If you do end up blocking this, it's minus, so you can actually continue, you can fight back after that attack, because crouching medium punch is minus. This is +1, so you have to respect that. And then that is, I think, -2 on block, so it's your turn again. Yeah, but you pressed like a kind of a slow button. And unfortunately you got stuffed. I think that button he pressed to 6 frames, which is probably like 6 or 7, but you may have pressed it a couple of frames late. Now you can fight. So this is your turn now, so you can actually fight. This is -4, I think, if you did the medium one, or the light one. Yeah, that was a medium one, so I think this is -2, so you won't get a punish, but you can start fight back. So you do the Hadouken, you're going to leave yourself minus here, that's okay. Nice! I like that. That was cool. And that's something you'll have to deal with a lot against Bison. Throwing more than one fireball, it might get you head stomp. So even if like he didn't head stomp here, this move is projectile invulnerable as well. So like if you play a character that doesn't have a traditional fireball, or you're trying to air fireball even, like this will beat the air fireball. Alright, so that's real. I like that to get out. Good DP. That's what I want to see. Nice. I appreciate that. Alright, so he backdashes out. So, uh-oh. He could have activated the trigger there. Oh, no, this is going to be the round. Didn't need to use the meter there. So yeah, Kid Blanca, if you're watching this video, that was a bad use of meter.
Round 2. Fight.
Uh-oh. So if you block the standing, good stuff there. I don't think you would have been able to connect the medium kick in. Alright, so there's nothing he can do after that, so you just down back. You're doing down back. You're playing kind of like a little tentative here. I haven't seen the dash up throws yet, so this might be happening in the 3rd round. Yeah. And again, yeah, he's like, I think he maybe reacted to you doing the fireball this time. No, he did it before you did. Okay. Just unfortunate timing. So that's plus. Yeah, so if you block the Psycho Axe here, this is +1, so pressing buttons is typically L1. Now what you can do is, if you want to do something that's somewhat risky but also can get you out of the pressure if he's in your face, and you could maybe try this every now and again. I wouldn't do it regularly. Light Punch, Dragon Punch, since it's 3 frames. Him being +1, the only thing he can do is like Light Kick, which would beat the Dragon Punch, but there's not a lot he can get after that. Anything else that he would press, it's got like a higher like gap between, would actually get hit by the Dragon Punch. That was lucky dash. 1-3 fireball. That's plus, you have to respect it. He didn't go after it. Yeah, see what happens? You pressed your jab and he beat you here. Counter hit. There's not really a lot he can do counter hit. He can just like do another of the kicks. Actually, no, I think it's 0 on hit. Nice. Very good anti-air. So I'm noticing that you're like respecting him a lot on his wake up. So he has no meter. Bison doesn't have invincible moves. Or invincible moves. There's no reason to not pressure him on his wake up. That's yeah, that was -10. That was the right button, but you're too far. Uh-oh. Okay, so what you got here? Oh. Well, he only dashed up and threw you once. Yeah. So I think that was just that's what stuck in your mind about that match, is that he dashed up and threw you one time. I think that the biggest issue that you maybe had was just approaching the neutral, and then like knowing how to deal with some of his pressure sequences. So Bison has has really good ways to get around fireballs. Well, one particularly good way to get around fireballs. So you know, maybe just throw one and stagger it. Don't ever like throw them back to back. I know the one time he jumped, you did jump. Or no. You threw one and then you did like a medium punch, like because it didn't hit when you thought it would. So I think you buffered a second one in there, and then you did a red fireball afterwards. So you got hit there. Whoops. Sorry about that. So maybe just stagger your strings against that, and then look for the ranges that Bison wants to do. You know, slide or sweep. Or sweep or dash up or any of that gimmicky stuff, because if you can shut that down, you can shut down a lot. Another thing is the ranges. Like you got hit once. I think you did a trade. You did back fierce and you traded with his jump in hard punch. Do like dragon punch more. I think I saw you DP an anti-air one time. Like you only anti-air DP once, if I recall correctly. So that'd be actually really important. So I'd be careful about that. Now this Karen is already dashing. Very first thing, yeah. So her dash is 17 frames. Her crouch fierce is 5 frames. So that's like 22 frames there. So you could, you know, you can react to that sort of stuff. A lot of players in the lower ranks will actually do like actions on the beginning of the round, like. You know, like Alex players might do like elbow or somebody that has like a forward moving special move, like Karen could do Sapo or dash forward even. Like you'll see a lot of people do that. Urian players might do shoulder tackle, so be on the lookout for that. A lot of, like I used to play with a Balrog player that would sometimes just do like light punch lunge, like light punch rush punch at the beginning of the round. So I'd open the round with a sweep. So like I'd crush counter his rush punch with the sweep, and it was like some weird like meta shit. It was really stupid, and I would never recommend it unless you absolutely know the player, or if you really have like just a feeling in your gut that they're gonna do something dumb, so you can like shut down that nonsense. Moves that have like longer range, like say, like relatively low risk would be like throwing out like a crouch strong. It may have tagged this Karen during her forward dash there, but. Who knows? But anyway, enough of that. So yeah, what you want to be doing is just like getting in her face, just bulldogging in. So on block, maybe don't always end your pressure string, like your strings with the fireball, because you're ending your turn. So let's see what we do here. Good shit. Oh, missed it. It's okay, you got it. So she backed off. Got the slide. You're plus there. And then you walk up throw. I like it. I like it. Kuma's got a pretty good throw game once you get him conditioned a little bit there. Uh-oh. Good block on the cross. Cool, I respect that. I mean, like, you gotta show her that, like, you gotta use it, you know? Alright, you're in. So that was a counter hit that you got on there. That counter hit could have led into so much. And then this on block, that's -2, so typically not a good idea to pressure afterwards. I do believe Karen's, uh-oh. That might be the end. No, you're okay. Yeah, so this is -2. If you throw tech immediately afterwards, like, so you block that. If you throw tech immediately afterwards, like, so you just, like, you think she's gonna push a button. Yeah, so you throw. The throw will win. If you push a light button, since she doesn't have meter here, you can still set up a tick throw if you're close enough. Nah, you wouldn't have been close enough. So yeah, throw would have been a good choice because he wasn't pressing afterwards. He was just blocking, so you could have gotten throw there. Would have put you in a, you would have gotten the corner there, so that could have been helpful to you. This is -1, so you don't have to respect that. Fully charged, it is -1. Alright, so you activate, you can forward dash here. You don't need it. Alright, so fireball Loki? No. Yeah, Karen can't really do a lot about, can't do much about the fireball side switch Oki, she just has to block it. So if you can get her to block it wrong, then go for it, dude. Akuma has a very strong tool in that DP, causing a hard knockdown, so you may as well utilize it. That's minus quite a bit. So if you block one of these, you punish it hard. Yeah, so if you punish that, it's -7, I believe, so you can do quite a bit. Quick Rise this setup. So Quick Rising puts you in a better situation because it gives her less time to make her next move. Oh, she just backs off. What is she doing? Nice. Babby's first shimmy. Is that gonna be it for you? Yeah. Yeah. Karen's shimmy game isn't really that great anymore. The threat post throw isn't really that bad. I mean, she can still like push a few buttons and hit you, but for the most part, like that part of her game has been somewhat neutered. Alright, so you wanted me to... I wanted to preempt any attempts with my crouching medium punch. I don't believe that he was whiff punishing your buttons. So it says here, he is very consistently whiff punishing you. Didn't look to me as if he was whiff punishing as much as he was just doing buttons in neutral and you were getting hit by them. I don't believe that there was a as deep of an understanding of the neutral game than you were giving this guy credit for. I think that with more solid Okizeme, you could have beaten this guy consistently. Oops. Do you have any suggestions to improve rank play? We'll talk about that afterwards. Let's see. It seems hard and crazy to adapt. I think a lot of it is understanding, so like understanding gimmicks and crazy play. A lot of gimmicks are stopped if you know how, if you have like a deep understanding of the characters. In this game, frame data is very important. So if you have an understanding of like the frame data of the characters and some of the like shenanigans that they can do. So I know, like, for example, it's not necessarily gimmick, but like, let's say Karen does shoulder, -2 shoulder, and they do EX Rasenha afterwards, and you go to, like, say you go to punish the shoulder, they may, like, just for example, they may condition you to do it. So while it's a gimmick, you're being conditioned to do it. So they'll do EX, or not EX shoulder, but just regular shoulder, which is -2, and then they'll, like, you block it, and then you press afterwards, and then they block, and then so you're back in neutral again. La 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 la. They do another shoulder in neutral, and you block it again, and then you try, like, you just press another button, like you check it again. Oh. So you check it again, and then you press another button. You check the shoulder again. Now this time, it's the end of the round. You have almost no life. They do shoulder, and they have meter now, so you go to punish it that final time, and then you get hit with the EX Rasenha, because you've shown them that you're always going to try to punish it. That's kind of just like an example of like a gimmick that can be conditioned. Um, but let's see. All right, so let's go into this one. So I see that you went a little bit more aggressive here. You got hit, unfortunately. All right, so you can punish that with sweep. That's actually plus, I believe. I think that's +1. Or maybe it's 0, and I just have slow buttons, so I get hit by it all the time. Yeah, it's really hard to jump in under Rashid. He's got a great anti-air. So this is the classic mix-up. You're blocking the stand light kick. He may throw you, he may throw another light button. So he threw another light button. There's not really a lot that he can do from here. What I would recommend doing is just kind of walking forward a little bit, seeing what kind of space you build here. This is going to be, if you press, he may actually hit you. Yep. So now you're out. He did another one. Here, no worries. EXVP, get off me, son. Nice attempt at the anterior, I appreciate it. Activates the Habu. The -2 operate. Here we go. This is -2. So if you go to punish it, and this is the exact situation I was just talking about. So you press the 5-frame or 6-frame button there. Look at him dabbing on it. Spinning mixer. And the mix up here. Just have to respect, I think, this plus. Now you can fight. Anti-air stuff. Again, look, he had no meter. You didn't need to respect his wake up. So, no need to respect him if he's got no invincible options and no meter. In Rashid's case, all he's got is invincible mixers. Okay, you get the knockdown here. Spinning mixer. Uh-oh. Wow, awkward. Not the worst punish. For you, I mean. GP? Oh, you go for the Tatsu instead. Nice anti-air. There you go. Get your punish, baby. GP? Oh, you got lost a corner for that? I like that. Throw setup. I like it a lot. Haboob. Is that real? Not the... Is that plus? Is the dive kick after the tornado plus? I have no idea.
Final round. Fight.
Cool. Good stuff. Uh-oh. So he's gonna jump. Oh, he didn't jump. He didn't do what I thought he was gonna do at all. Yeah, against Rashid, you always want to like either do DP or that back fierce. Perfect strike. -2. Yeah, you don't have to respect that. But it looks like you tried to press. Did you try to press medium punch? So look, when you block this, you need to be doing your faster buttons, so not your slower buttons. So if you're blocking something like Mixer, which is only -2, jab. Jab is going to be your choice there. So you pick your 3-frame button, not your 5-frame buttons, because you're leaving a gap that's pretty wide, so you can actually get yourself in trouble or miss a potential punish. Yeah, see? So you tried to press afterwards, you counter hit him that time. Nice jump back fierce, that's very good. Aw, you could have gotten a lot with that. So my rule of thumb is this. Oh boy. This is like the week 1 Rashid mix-up right there. It probably may have been the first time you've ever seen it, but yeah, you block that cross up. Uh-oh. That was it, -5, yeah. So, yeah. I think that it's just like, you don't know a lot of the frame data, so you're getting gimmicked out. And that comes with either experience or just having somebody tell you. So I wouldn't be discouraged about this sort of stuff. Like, it just takes time to learn this stuff. So it says I lose a bunch. Excuse me. Sorry, it's like 11 p.m. here. It says I lose a bunch of ladder points. I know at least part of his nerves. Do you have any suggestions on how to improve my ranked play? It seems hard to adapt to crazy play, aggression, or gimmicks in the course of a best of 3. Yeah, so the problem is that maybe you just don't have enough matchup experience with a lot of the characters. So, you'll see a lot of the same gimmicks employed among a large number of like players, depending on where your skill rank is at. And then also, you see a lot of the same Okizeme as well, because I mean, like, a lot of it's pretty optimal in the higher ranks, so you'll see that. And then at some point, like, it stops being like frame kill Okizeme into just like dudes are just like manually timing stuff. So it gets real scary once they're that good to where they can time their meaties manually. So that becomes spooky bad. But if I want to rank up, should I just ditch the defensive play? No, but I think that your defensive play needs to reward you in such a way that you can get follow-ups to the hits that you're landing. So, like, for example, if you're doing anti-air back fierce, then you should be doing the demon flip in the mid screen. If you're getting the corner and you're doing anti-air back fierce, then you should be doing the bigger damage combos since you're already in the corner. So optimizing your position will help tremendously, and then having more solid knockdown setups. So let's say, for example, you do a crush counter sweep, and you're playing Akuma. So that means now you can get a demon flip fireball setup that's going to be ambiguous and hard to block. So then you get that pressure. Let's say that they do block it. So now you got more pressure in the fact that you have the fireball, which makes you like plus 20 in their face once you land. So you have all that to deal with. So that means that you can do a number of things. You can kind of move around a little bit, like reposition, maybe fake a throw, stagger the pressure a little bit so that if they try to press a button or backdash, you get the counter hit, air reset, or counter hit on the ground. And then, go from there. Like, you get a counter hit confirm or do that, or maybe just like land a tick, like a more extended tick throw. There's all sorts of ways that you can utilize defensive play, because defense in this game, while it's not like as emphasized, I guess, in other places, like, the players with stronger defense will not get opened up as easily, so you give the other guy less chances to win, which improves your chances to win because they're not getting the damage that they want. They may get frustrated, or they may start to overextend or do something stupid or unsafe, and then you get to capitalize even further on that. So that's why I still think defensive play is still somewhat useful. And, I play a character that's got pretty good neutral. Fang has really good neutral, and Fang's got pretty good anti-airs, and he can deal with a lot of this stuff. Like, he can deal with some pretty good stuff. So I think that it's important. So yeah, I think just focus on learning just some common stuff with a lot of the other characters, and stop throwing fireball on your pressure sequences, because you're losing your pressure when you're doing that. Like, you're giving up your turn, and not only are you giving up your turn, but you're giving up your turn and resetting neutral. So, like, if you're gonna give up your turn, at least give up the turn, and not be minus 7 or minus 8 or whatever you are after the fireball from that range, because it's just not good, man. Like, you'd be better off just not doing anything after the crouching short, you know what I mean? Like, just throw out the fireball, do the crouching short, and then just continue to fight, because you're only going to be minus 2 or minus 3 there, rather than being minus 8. So those are a few things to consider. You don't always have to end your block strings with fireball, and sometimes just there's more optimal ways to get your follow-ups. I do like that setup you did in the corner though with the back throw. I don't remember exactly what it was. I think it was you did EP, crouch fierce, and then you did the throw afterwards. I think that was frame perfect frame kill. So that was cool. I've never seen that before. But yeah, that was pretty sick. But anyway, David, thanks so much for letting me look at your replays, and I will get these uploaded for you now. Take care, and have a good one. Later.